Welcome to Creative Living, where we help you live your most creative life. I'm Jane Klaus, and welcome to 2022. Well, we thought we'd kick off this New Year's show with some lifestyle tips that will help improve and change your well-being. But before we share some advice, let's see what we've got coming up on the show. We talked to chef and author Diane Kochilas about the benefits of living the Greek lifestyle. Hiking in the beautiful scenery of Sedona. Plus, a new career path that could have you traveling the country. That and more on this episode of Creative Living. Longevity is what many of us strive for, and the Greek lifestyle is a great place to get some inspiration. So joining me today is Diane Kochilas. She is an award-winning author. She's a television host, and she is an expert on all things Greek. Hi, Diane. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Jane. Thank you for having me.
I love it. You're joining us from Athens. And when we talk about the Greek lifestyle, why is that important for other people to examine a little bit closer to maybe say, I can live healthy living a Greek lifestyle?
I think the main thing is when we talk about Greek, diet, we're really also talking about the Mediterranean diet. And part of that is, it's also the emotional aspect of it. It's how people enjoy food. It's sitting down with other people to have a meal. It's taking time out, enjoying the process of cooking, understanding seasonality. So all of that comes to play when we're talking about food in this part of the world.
So why does the Greek lifestyle, how can that help somebody live a healthier life?
First of all, the stress factor will, you want to detox off all the stress that is part of modern life and worrying about everything. I think that's something that I have that in my DNA because I'm from the island of Ikaria, which is a blue zone in the Eastern Aegean, the Northeastern Aegean, and that is the absolute most relaxed place probably on the planet. So this idea of, not stressing out about too much is really important. And I think that's the real secret to the, lifestyle in this part of the world.
I think a lot of us know that eating more vegetables and less processed food is good for our health. But what kind of advice would you give to us to make the change and just try eating more vegetables and being mindful of the food we're putting in our bodies?
I would say when shopping, stay away from the middle of the supermarket. I mean, everything you really need is on the periphery, and that's where all the produce is, of course. I would say just take a leap of faith. I mean, it's really easy to eat more plants. If you look at simple Greek recipes, don't be afraid of food. I mean, I think that's a huge problem in the United States right now. People's eating habits are rooted in fear of something, fear of fat, fear of gluten, fear of sugar, fear of, whatever it is. Just eat in moderation. Eat everything, but eat in moderation. I think that's the most important lesson. Eat real food in season and in moderation. The biggest favor we can do for ourselves is to love ourselves enough to want to put good things in our bodies. And it's easy to do that.
Diane Kochilas, thank you so much. Everyone, tune in to watch My Greek Table, buy Diane's books. For more information on Diane and all that she does, just head to her website. One way to kickstart the new year is to get out and explore the area around you. So we're taking a hiking tour in the beautiful red rocks of Sedona.
Now through May is a great time to hike in Arizona. And one of my favorite places is Sedona. Come on, I'll show you. The scenery in Sedona is amazing. And with the vortex energy here, it just magnifies your yoga experience. Well, the first thing we need to know is when you're going to be in Sedona. We want to know your goals. What do you want to just see beautiful landscapes? Do you want to experience the vortex energy in Sedona? Do you want to have a more meditative, spiritual experience? Everything is tailored for each participant depending upon your goals. So I want to know your fitness level, your background with yoga, the kind of hike you want to experience, the type of yoga practice. So, you can do a more like a vigorous vinyasa and a more rigorous hike to get a cardio workout. You can also do, more of just a mellow kind of Zen experience and, an easy hike and more meditative yogas. There's so much to do here. The hiking is endless. Outdoor yoga is a magnificent experience, but there's a lot else. There's shopping and art galleries and golfing. So yeah, I recommend a longer stay, but if you just have a day, we can definitely set up your perfect outing. It's very casual here in Sedona in general, and for your outing, you'll want to wear a pair of either hiking shoes or sneakers. Sneakers are fine. I definitely recommend a hat and sunglasses. Bring some water. For the yoga outings, we provide the mats, so you don't need to bring a mat. But yeah, probably a phone or a camera. Boynton is really popular. It's a famous feminine vortex here in Sedona. It's an easy hike. It's pretty flat. It's out and back. I think it's about 7 miles round trip if you go to the end of the trail, but you can just go out as far as you want and turn around. Can't get lost there, really. West Fork is very, very beautiful. It's unique here in Sedona because it's a different kind of flora that doesn't tend to thrive in Arizona in general. I think because it's boxed in this canyon, you've got all kinds of trees growing, pine, willow, maple. It's just like this vegetation paradise. We work with people who've never even done yoga. Our instructor guides are very well versed at setting up a private practice and experience that will both challenge those that are more experienced and be accessible to newcomers as well. Well, I definitely recommend check out our website, suryasedonayoga.com. And you can also give us a call, 928-284-0300. We'd love to hear from you.
Instead of setting big goals for 2022, focus on the little ones so you don't feel overwhelmed. Focus on smaller things like I'm going to walk more or I'll cook one more meal at home this week. This way, you can make impactful changes without adding the stress. Stick around, there's more creative living coming your way. Selling your home isn't one size fits all, so the experts at Move Up San Diego specialize in services that fit your individual needs.
We want to be your realtor for life. You always want to live in the best home possible at all times. And so many people out there are living in homes that are just not fitting their needs anymore. And that's what really at the heart of what our business is all about. And for over 20 years now, we've been focused on helping people get to the right property. At Move Up San Diego, when you're working with myself or anybody on my team, it's really the same experience. We have created systems that are duplicatable because that creates the same results. Whether it's trade-in option that we're doing a lot of right now, which allows people to be a cash buyer before they actually sell their home, or our moving concierge program, which actually helps you not just with the buying and selling of a property, but multiple things throughout the entire transaction. We help with the entire move, which is really what we love to do. We want to just make the whole process easy for our clients. One of the major issues when buying and selling at the same time is timing. And so with our trade-in option, this is something that's revolutionary, and for over 20 years we have mastered the process of buying and selling at the same time. But this new program that makes our clients a cash buyer before they ever have to sell a home is really revolutionary in making the whole process very smooth and easy. So that way, instead of them hoping that they find the right house after they put their house on the market, we are finding the house that they love first, and then we're focused on selling their home, because in a market like this, it's a lot easier to sell a home. So it's really about finding the right home. And at Move Up San Diego, I am a strong believer in systems that have made the whole process easy for my clients. The best way to get a hold of Move Up San Diego is to either visit our website, moveupsandiego.com, or you can download our app called Move Up Homes, or you can call me direct on my cell phone at 858-204-7259.
If you're looking for a new set of wheels in 2022, this may be your year. Here to give us all the details on this ever-changing car market is the executive editor of Autotrader, Brian Moody. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Jane. Thanks for having me again.
It's great to see you. So let's talk about trade-in values. Is it helpful to the shopper if they negotiate their trade-in value?
It can be, and one of the important things about that is if you're a consumer with a car that you're going to sell or trade in, you should know what it's worth. And don't just assume, because it may be worth more now than it was just a few months ago. So that can work to your advantage, but be sure you know what it's worth before you go in there.
And how would we find out what it's worth?
Well, you can use online resources. Kelley Blue Book is one. You can also look online and see what those cars are selling for in your area. That's another good way to see. But just have an idea before you go in, and have an idea, well, not only what it's worth, but have an idea about what would you accept for it, because maybe what you'll accept for it would be less, or maybe you have to get a certain amount. It just depends. But those are all things that you should know before you start any kind of purchasing or negotiating process.
So should shoppers be willing to wait to find the car they want, or should they be willing to travel out of the market?
You should be willing to do both. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to have to do those things, but it just means that you should be willing to do it. So if you're searching for a car online, and most people will, you want to expand the search area to be just beyond your only your hometown. So say 100 miles. But you should also be willing, if you can't find a car in the price range that you're looking for, to wait. And prices for used cars will probably start to normalize around the fall of 2022. So just be willing to do those things and be flexible, and then you're going to get the best deal.
Is there a better place to buy a used car?
It depends on what you mean by better. So, for example, usually the least expensive cars are the ones that you buy from like your father-in-law or your neighbor down the street. That's usually the least expensive version. But franchise dealerships, that's new car dealerships. So think at a Honda store or a Nissan or a Ford store. Those usually have newer, lower miles cars, which means they're going to be a little bit more expensive. So be prepared for that. Independent dealerships can sometimes have good cars for a little bit less, say maybe $3,000 to $4,000. It just depends on what you're looking for. So consider all of those options, and you'll find the one that fits your budget best.
Give us a few models that are reasonably priced.
So you can look for a 2 or 3 year old Chevy Equinox. That's an SUV that people like. You might also want to consider a Kia Optima. That's a sedan. Any of those types of cars, Ford Fusion is a good one. Those types of vehicles are a little bit less expensive than the average. What you want to stay away from, if price is your bottom line, big SUVs and big full-size trucks are going to continue to be expensive, whether they're new or used.
Brian, thank you so much for all of this great information. And if you want more, just head to Autotrader's website. Another 2022 goal, try a new self-care practice every week. Whether it's reading a new book, sitting in nature, or exercising, by the end of the year, you'll have tried 52 new self-care practices. And you're already off to a great start by watching Creative Living. It's a wonderful self-care practice. So let's see what we have coming up. A way to get a new career in the new year. '22 may be the year to get into a new home. And the experts at Manual Builders have been building dream homes for more than 55 years.
Hi, I'm Candy Viator, and I'm a building consultant with Manual Builders. Building a new home right now is a really great idea for a few reasons. First, interest rates are at an all-time low still, so you're able to get more home for your buck. You're also able to customize features with a really low inventory on the market right now, so you're able to find and build the home of your dreams without having to search endlessly around the market. Manual Builders offers a wide arrangement of different options when looking to build or customize a new home. You can either build on your own property or look in one of our many communities that we offer. They both offer very customizable and beautiful features that can get you in a home to fit your specific needs and wants. We understand that home buying can be a very difficult and stressful decision. What we do here at Manual Builders to help you is walk you through all of your options, whether that's on your own property or in one of our communities, to see what best suits your needs, your wants, and the easiest route for you to get in your brand new home. Manual Builders offers both move-in ready homes and pre-sold options in our communities. One of the advantages of buying one of our move-in ready homes is that it's a lot faster process. You're able to start from a home already in construction and be in that beautiful home much sooner. If you're interested in looking at what homes we have available in our communities, you can always start on our website, manualbuilders.com. You can also give us a call in the office and speak to either our development or building consultant team to get all that information. At Manual Builders, we don't want to just build you a house, we want to build you a home.
Stick around, we've got more coming up on Creative Living. A career change that could have you traveling the country while getting paid.
Watch Creative Living only on YourView. Check your local listings for air times.
If you're looking for a career change in the new year, one industry in need is transportation. So let's see how one Arizona company is helping with free employer-sponsored training to start your career.
Why Eagle is because the shirt says, welcome home to family. It is family. They will give you every opportunity, every help you need to succeed in this industry.
Eagle is a great company. Like, I enjoy everyone here. They are willing to help you progress further from who you are. They're very family oriented. company and that they will have your back. If you need some home time, you need to take a long period of time, they're there for you.
Eagle KMC is a family-operated company in Tucson, Arizona. We also have a satellite yard in Phoenix. Eagle has the EST program. The EST program is an employer-sponsored training program. Basically no cost to the student. It's a quick turnaround to get guaranteed employment. So you do sign the 9-month pledge and hopefully stay for your 9 months. After that, you're free to go, free to stay. We'd like you to stay. So it makes us a little different than most companies where you're paying at tuition. A student can typically finish the program in 2 to 3 weeks, then come to work for Eagle. But it really does depend on the student, has to be dedicated and put a lot of hard work into it.
CDL schools are not cheap. You're getting loans for about maybe like $5,000 to $6,000 just for a 3 to a month course. I was just passing through. They didn't even look at other places. It was just a free CDL. I know CDL costs money. So when I saw the sign when I was passing through Eagle, I went for it.
I've been in some different industries. I've been an aviation mechanic for 13 years, but I tore my ACL in half. I couldn't come back doing the heavy loads, but I'm not a desk kind of job person. I like to be moving, and trucking just seemed like the next logical step. I was able to get a new career in a short amount of time and be able to make a decent living. And with Eagle, that came true.
The trucking industry right now is in high demand due to the driver shortage. Basically, most new drivers make $55,000 their first year. We do have availability of different home time options. Also, you get to travel, see the United States for free and get paid for it. Has great opportunities for people to take their home time wherever they want to take their home time. They don't have to come to Tucson. So if they have family, the family can fly to where they want to go and the driver can get paid to where they want to go. So if you've been looking for a career change, we certainly have one for you. So come on down to Eagle Transportation, Tucson, Arizona, and give us a try. Take a look at what we have to offer, and we really appreciate seeing you.
Thank you for joining us here on Creative Living. I'm Jane Klaus. Happy New Year. We'll see you next time.